Hey friends, welcome to Those to Web. Here we are starting to learn web technology using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so we'll talk about this little bit. It will be better to understand a few key points. So let's go with that. Okay, so as I said yesterday, we have talked what is the triple W. We have seen already it's a World Wide Web. Okay, so it's nothing, it's a distributed document delivery network system. Okay, so what is the meaning of distributed? So you know that distributed means it's a getting distributed, that means it will be given to everyone, everyone can use. Okay, so document delivery, so whatever the document you have, either it's a textual format, image, video, audio, so whatever the you have to deliver to the end user, that is remotely, right? So that's why it is known as also it's a distributed document delivery system, and this actually works on client server model. What is the client server model? If you talk, so the client, that means when we are using that, we will be treated as a client. The server from where the application is running, from where your website is running, that is called as server. So that will be the client server model. Okay, and main representation language, so what here we are going to use, obviously we have used already here HTML. Okay, as I said, right, client and server, right? So as I said, right, we are sending the request when you open any website. So what happened, we are sending the request to that website, whoever own that website, the owner of the website, and where it is hosted it to the some location. So what will happen, we are sending, that means client, that means we are sending the request. Okay, when the request will go to the server side, that will be response will be transferred. So that is you will receive the request in blocks. The same in server side, what happened, we are requesting to the client, so to the server, so server will process that request and it will never blocks. Okay, so it will allow you to give you the whatever the request you are giving as per the content, as per the service provided by the website owner. Okay, so that's why it is the client server model. Okay, so as I discussed yesterday, right, HTML, it's a hypertext markup language. Okay, so this is a logical markup. Okay, and it is very easy to understand, and easily you can write your content, you can present your images, you can add whatever the one you want, you can add it. Okay, so the idea, that is what you have seen, that promoted earlier, triple W, and the things is every day it is getting better, so they are keep enhancing and we are coming with the new technology. Okay, so when you talk about markup language, what is the markup language? Markup, that means embedded codes in documents. So the whatever the code you are going to write, that should be embed, that means it should be added into the document, and that code, whatever you are going to write, that code will be called as tags, so which I have said in the previous presentation, right? Then what is the codes? So codes is nothing, it's a describing your structure of the document, and whatever you are going to write, that will include the instruction for the processing. So whatever you want to process, you are writing the instruction in that. So markup language, that is the computer language for describing syntax of tags, may be used with other tools to specify rendering. It means you can write the tag, okay, and you can use several kind of tools also, that as you said yesterday, that we need, maybe you can use Notepad++, you can use Adobe Dreamweaver software also. So there are many software you can render your code, that is your tags. Okay, so logical markup, that means you are going to specify the document. Okay, so for example of logical, you can see here what I have used. I want to write, this is very important, so I want a very important very to be highlighted. So you can see here I have written this is, and we have added this tags. Okay, so this is tag is added into this. So whatever very we are writing here, this will become a strong, that is the bold letter, and then important. So this is the logical markup. Okay, similar way yesterday also when we talked about, I said right, a standalone tag. Okay, so when we talk about a standalone, you can see here img is nothing, it's an image tag. Okay, alt is alternative is equal to some description about the tag, that image you have to write. So this will not represent. And src is nothing, source is equal to whatever you are using the image, either it's a GIF, graphical image, or JPG or PNG, you are going to write the image path. Okay, so this you can see I have not added here any closing tag of image. So this tags will be considered as your close, that is a standalone tag. Okay, and this will be when client cannot present, then there is a graceful degradation. That means this will be not presented, this alt tag will be not added, it will be added only what image you are going to project. Okay, so some history about your HTML. Okay, that how it has come www. So earlier it was there something called as Gopher and Internet Superhighway. Then after it came SGML. SGML is nothing, it's a standard general markup language. So SGML, general markup language, plus Charles Goldfrapp. So then that's why it is called as SGML, and it is also extensible markup language. After that it came as a HTML hypertext markup language, followed with XML, extensible markup language, and extensible hypertext markup language, that will be seen first to the next session. So why the HTML become XHTML? You will be having now the question, we are using HTML, why it has become XHTML? So when HTML was originally it SGML application, so what happened, it's a tag was described with the syntax of SGML. Okay, so they use that, so that's why we use generally HTML. And when you moved like net speed, like now it has so many things are there, so we have to enhance. So that's why the organization, that is IETF, the moves at net speed, not the web speed I am talking, internet speed. Okay, and it has become important for the internet, so the user should access the entire content the fastly. So they have started thinking that how to proceed. So they want image to be used, image to be rendered, how they will use. So that's why we have come with the extensible hypertext markup language. Okay, and few very real changes from HTML, very few changes you will find out here. Okay, and mostly you will see that all in XHTML, all tags will be in lowercase. So whatever the tags you are using, that will be in lowercase, and all tags will be having closed, right, as I mentioned in the previous also. Okay, so you have seen that, right? Three parts of HTML: doc type, so you are defining your documentation, you are defining your head section, and the body, whatever you are going to write, that will be information. So we are using this format, your XHTML. So you can see here, hope it's visible to everyone, this screen, right? So you can see here, the first we describe generally doc type. So it will tell to the browser that what is the markup, what document type you are going to use. Then you are writing your HTML as it is, you are writing head. In head section you can see that I have added so many things: meta tag, title tag, link tag, style tag, script tag. Okay, so these things you can use into the heading section, and this section will be not display, it will be used for validation, CSS, so many things are there that will be used. You can see here, so what is that? Meta data, that means some meta tag, keyword, description, that when you learn advanced, then you will get to know that. Okay, the title you know already. Link tag, what is the link? That means if you want to link some other files to this, then you can define. You want to define the CSS, then you can use style sheet. This is the style it is called as. If you want a scripting language, then a scripting. You have to close the head tag, then body. In the body also you can define the scripting, but when you define this script in the body, it will display on the web page. That is, and close the body, close the HTML. Okay, so these are the basics, and we have seen already. So we'll jump directly to the session. Okay, this all you'll see practical session directly, so you will learn more. Okay, so the next is that we talk about the few tag. Okay, so when you are going to talk about the HTML tags now. Okay, so what is the HTML tag? Okay, so when you see that, as I said just now, right, HTML, it is the enclosed for the entire web page document. So whatever you are going to write for the web page, it will be into the HTML, inside this HTML. When you are going to head, already I have just explained that this should be for head tag, and when you use title tag, that means title will be defined. Okay, that will be in browser. Okay, so the example which I have seen yesterday, right? So my first web page or public web page, whatever you want, you can define here, right? So in the title and in the body section. Okay, so you can see that. So yesterday we have talked about only paragraph tags, right? Now there is something called as header tag. So what are those header tags? So it will be change your heading style. So we have header tag as a H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. These tags we have, these tags are called as header tag. So the H1 will be using the Gantt size, that is the largest size it will use, and it will be in bold. If you use header 2, large and bold, so like this, let's see the result, then we will get to know that what is the purpose of H1, H2, H3. You can open everyone yesterday program. Even those guys does not having the laptop or computer, you can just open same W3 schools, the same link of your HTML, the basic. Once everyone open, let me know. Just enter the +1. Everyone has, you have first. Sorry. Okay, my first website. Okay, or web page. Yesterday we have used paragraph tag, right? It will also come into the next, the paragraph tag. So what you are going to do, as I said, right, we have to use here the heading tag. So what is the heading tag? Okay, so let's use H1 to H6. So what I'll do, I'll just delete everything. So follow with me, everyone, guys. What you do, you write H1, okay, and close this H1 also. Just follow with me. Write H1 and close this. Write H2. Again write the tag H2. Close and just open and close tag. You just do it, everyone, for H1 to H6. Again I will do for H3. H3. I'll go for H4. H4. I'll go for H5. H5. I'll go for H6. H6. So I'll be using the same content for H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Same tag, same sentence I'm writing for all. So then only you will be able to understand what is the difference between H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 header tag. Then you have to press Ctrl S to save, or you can go to the file menu, click on save. Those who are doing on W3 schools, not required to save, just write it. Just enter the sentence, this paragraph, into the all H1, H2. So save the file. Once you complete this, next we have to run this program. So already you know how to run the program. Wherever you have saved, okay, you have to open the same path. So I have saved my program into the my web directory as we have done in previous class. So what you are going to do, you are going to open this. So same way you can right click, okay, and similar way you can right click, open with Google Chrome. Open with Google Chrome. Hey friends, welcome to Dost2Web. Okay, sorry guys. So hope everyone, now once you execute your program, that is your HTML, once you open index.html, even you can just double click, it will get open. It's not necessary that right click and open. It will automatically show the Internet Explorer symbol, whatever the browser you are using on your computer, okay, it will show. So you can see here, right? So this is your heading 1, header 1. So you can see that heading 1, it's a very size is bigger, also it is bold. You can see that the previously what we have used, okay, one more, I'll just do it so you will get to know the difference between this. I'll add a paragraph tag in this, okay. I've added paragraph tag. Come to this page and just refresh it. Okay, so can you see guys? So what I've done, I've just used normal paragraph, and these are header 1, heading 2, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 similarly. So you can see the difference between each text what you are writing on that, right? So you can see here, right? So this is called as your header tag, that is H1 to H6, and this all will give you the result in different format, bigger size and with bold. You can see that this is not bold. And those who executed on your device, okay, so same thing for W3 also, just write the same thing and click on run. Once you run, you can see the output is coming in this way. The normal paragraph, your heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and all you will see it is bold, but it is in different size. So font size is very different for each content whatever we are using. Okay guys, so till here we have seen this, right? Now the next. Okay guys, so once again I repeat, if you have a paragraph and very big size, if suppose 10 lines of paragraph you have, I want to be separated into the line. The line break should be there. When you want to use line break, okay, then you have to use BR tag, BR, and you can see that for this BR tag there is no opening and closing. It's just you have to use BR in the tag, that's all. So it will be get breaked, okay, and just follow. So paragraph already we have seen, so you have to use for paragraph, you can write number of lines without any blind paragraph break, but once you use BR tag, it will get break. Okay, so let's see that. Okay, so you just write whatever you want to just display. I have written welcome to my website. This is our second tutorial. We are learning web technology using HTML. We are using Google Meet for learning. We can execute HTML program on any web browser like Chrome, Mozilla, etc. So this you can write whatever the paragraph you want, you just write it and save. Press Ctrl S, or you go to the file menu and save it. Both the option you can choose it. The same way, all the guys who are doing on W3 schools, for them also just follow the same steps on W3. This paragraph just I'll write here. Okay, that's all, and wait. So this is continuously, right? So what we want here, we want to break. So which place you want to break? You want after this website break, or you want after this tutorial break, or after you want we are using Google Meet break, wherever you want. So we have to use BR tag for breaking the line. So what I'll do, just come to your code, that is your notepad. Okay, now I'll use here only after second line. Okay, so I'll use BR tag. Okay, even you can use this one also, no problem. You can write only BR, both will work. So I'm writing BR break. Okay, save the program. Okay, I'll use one break here. I'll use one break here also, two places. So wherever you want, you can write the break. Now we have to execute. So come to your code design window, that is your Google Chrome, and execution part, just refresh it. Can you see that? So till here we have not used break. The moment you enter the break, you can see here I have used the break after the tutorial. So what happened? The break has started and we are learning from next line. Again we are using the break after. From here we can execute. You can say here we can execute HTML program. This is right. So same way you can use here also. Wherever you want, you can just write your break tag BR, break the line. See, I'm using only BR here. Even if you use only BR, that also will work. Okay, if I'll use here also BR. Okay, and now run it. See that? It's the line is break from here. The line is break here. If you want further also, just copy it. You break here also and run. You can see that now it is, the line break is there. So yesterday you were asking, right? So you had someone had the question about sir, how come there was the gap between the two texts. Now you can see there is no gap because you have used the break. Okay, so paragraph is the exactly the way we want the paragraph will be appearing here. The next, what we want here, we want after this is our tutorial. Next I want one line, how the line will come. So now we need a line, so that is called as, we need horizontal line. Okay, so if you want horizontal line, you have to use HR tag. Okay, so what do you have to use? HR tag. I'll be using next HR tag. So what I said, I want after the tutorial, I want here one line. So what I'll use HR tag. You can see here guys, HR I'm using here. So this is horizontal rule, it is called as. Okay, so we'll make horizontal line, save it. Okay, save it and execute. Are you able to see the difference? Difference is there. Yes. What is there? We are getting one line here and then it is starting. If you want one more line we can add here. Save it, again come to here and refresh, reload. You can see here now the difference, right? So now compared to previous, this is looking very good, right? So this is called as your HR tag. Okay, we are using HR horizontal rule. So everyone completed till here? HR rule, HR tag. So what is the next? What we want to do the next? So far we have done. Now, suppose okay guys, I'll repeat again. So these are the basic text formatting styles. Okay, you are going to use italic tag, so it will be used for I, opening and closing both there, so it will be result will italic. When you use B, that is for bold, opening and close bold letter, it will be there. If you use PRE tag, that is the pre, that means per formatted text, it will appear. Next, strong, it is similar like a bold only. When you use address tag, so address will be there. Cite, that means citation, and code, that is the source code you will be using. Okay, so let's proceed and see that what result will be going. Okay, so everyone come to your page, and what you are going to do, as we have seen that we have to use italic tag. So what I'll do, I'll use my website is there, I want here italic. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll use here as a I tag. Okay, I have opened. Now closing also I have to use italic tag, right? So this is italic. Now I want, this is my second tutorial. The second tutorial should be bold. So what I'll do, I'll use B tag here, bold. So till here I'm writing the bold, I'll use bold. A similar way, you want to use a strong, you can use a strong here, a strong. The same way when you have opened, you have to close here, and will be closing here a strong tag. I have closed here. HTML again here I will use as a italic. I want italic, so I'll use italic format. Okay, and save it. Once you save, again press Ctrl S to save, and then you are going to come to your browser and reload it. So once you reload, you can see the difference, right? You can see the style is different. It's like little curve, right? And this is very bold. You can see there, right? Here also this one. So same way, wherever you want, you can apply bold and italic. Okay, so I'll again use here Google. I'll make as a bold or a strong, whatever you want, you can use. Okay, I'll use as a italic. I'll use as a italic. Okay, similar way, this I want Chrome, Mozilla, etc. It is a strong. I'll use a strong. Okay, the strong I have to close here. Okay, save it, and then come to browser and just refresh or reload. You can see, right? We can use this one. It's coming bold. Here we have used italic. It is appear as italic. Here it is bold. So any question in this? So when the author name is there below, that means they are using citation tag. So it is denoting that is the author of the particular book. So same, it is similar to like italic only. You change here what I'll use. I'll change wherever I've used italic. Here I will use this as a cite. Okay, again I'll just close this cite. Okay, so citation tag same way you are going to use. Okay, and just save it and reload this page. You can see here there is no difference, right? It's coming same. So it is similar to your italic tag. So whatever you are using italic, the similar, but it generally we use this cite tag when you define any creative works. So someone has done any creative work and we want to give their name. So that time, like a person who has written the book, or they have written a poem or songs, moving, painting, whatever, etc. So when you want to just define the creative works for them, then you have to use cite tag, that is citation. So follow with that. You just practice other tags, whatever I told you. Okay, so till here we have completed regarding the text formatting. Now we have font modification, right? What is the font modification? Like you have seen that just now, whatever you have used, so that is the predefined font, whatever is there, that is all it's taking. Okay, so I want the font size should be different for the text. Okay, so when you want to use the font size different, okay, so here there we have the syntax for that also. So you are going to use font tag, okay, font, either you write small or caps, it doesn't matter. So font tag, there associated with the some other tags also will be there. The size is equal to number. You have to put here number. So what number you are going to put? So you have to insert here, the smallest is 1 and the biggest, largest is 7. So between 1 to 7 only you have to give the size. So if you define, the font size will be defined like 7 is the largest size and 1 is the smallest size. So accordingly it will be displaying. So like you can see here, example I have displayed here, font size is equal to 7, big, it is coming big. Font size is equal to 1, small, it is coming small. Now you suppose I want color. I want big should be different color. I want small to be different color. Then for that also in HTML we have something called as color tag, COLOR, not COLOUR. Okay, so color you have to give is equal to color name. You can write either color name or you can write here as a hexadecimal color code also, that you will get it. The 6-digit color code will be there. So this will change the color. If you want to change the color, you have to use color is equal to red. Okay. Now next, this is just for size, this is for color. Next, face. What is the face? Face is nothing. If you want to change the font format, like you want in text Roman style, you want in Verdana style. So many font face is there, that is called as a font style, it is called as font face. So you have to write similar way, font face is equal to, in double quotes you have to write, so Verdana. So it will be in Verdana format, it will be coming. Same if you want to Chicago, in Chicago format. So different format, this will be your style of the font will appear for the web page. So let's practice this and we'll see what is the result. We have learned about font to be bigger. Okay, so I want this web technology should be bigger. So what I said, you have to use font. So I'll use font. So what I said, you have to write size. See, I'm writing here F as a capital. It doesn't matter if you write also your F is a small, that is not a problem. You can write anything. Font. Okay. What I said, size is equal to, in within double quotes. Okay, in double quotes you have to write the bigger size. The bigger size is 7. You have to close this. Okay, and similar way, this font we have started before strong, that means it will come after strong. So after strong you have to close the font, otherwise what will happen, for all the text it will appear. Okay, so I have saved here. Okay, so guys, what I have done here, I have just used the font size. Now I want color to be appear for the text. So in the same tag, in font tag only you have to use, I am writing color is equal to, within quotes I am writing color code as a red. So the moment you write red, that means red color for this text, that is web technology, it will appear. And already we have closed the font, that is the closing. So just save it, come to the browser and just refresh. When you refresh, you will see the web technology only, the color is changed. is once again I have added here face is equal to, within quotes I am writing Vardhana font face. So this font will be different compared to other font. So when you want different font, you have to use in this format. Font face is equal to this. Okay, so I'll refresh now. Now you can see, right, it is different looking. The font is different compared to this and this also. So you will find out the difference. So what I'll do, I'll same this, I'll use it font, okay, and I will use here in this, okay, and I'll change the font face to as a CHICAGO. Chicago. Okay, so I'll use this one. So I've used here, I want to close here. I'll just give as a font closing tag here. Okay, and the color I will change to yellow. Okay, what I'll do, I'll use this entire line as a different color. The font will be completely different for entire. Save it, come to the browser and just refresh it. Can you see that yellow color, and it is different. You can see here difference between this using and this VR. You can see here the difference. So this, like this way you can use. There are so many font different varieties there. You can use whatever the variety you want. So even if you want some other format, you can. There are so many format of the font. It is there. You can use any font format, whatever is installed in your PC. See, there is something called as Aharoni. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll change this to different font, AHARONI. Okay, the yellow is not clearly coming. I'll change to green. Okay, save it. Come to a screen and just refresh it. See that we have changed to the green and the font is different. So like this way you can change the font. You can see that now our page is different style, different format it is there. Okay, so I want the color to be changed for this. So what I'll do, I'll just use this one as CD5C5C. So each color, this is there is some 6-digit code will be there. Okay, so you can use different combination also, it will give you the different result. So once you use this one and just refresh, see that it has become different color. Now if I change this to, you use just D. Okay, save it. Okay, when you save, you see that little bit difference will be there. Now if I use 000, okay, 60 should be there, 246, yes. See, this is the by default black. Now if I use here 00, I'll use change something 6. So there are several color code is there. So it is combination of same. That's why it is coming this one. If I use here, see, FF, 2F, 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 6F. Okay, now I will execute. See what happened? The color is not visual. Why? Because this is for white color. That's why the text is not getting appear, because our background is white. So obviously on the white anything, it will not appear. So this is the color code for white. So that's why 0605 anything we'll use, and just refresh it. You will see that different color code will appear.